Hi, I'm James Middleton, Managing Editor of Telecoms.com. I'm here today at Marylebone Station in London, where Chiltern Railways is launching an M-ticketing application for users of Apple, Android and Java-enabled handsets. As well as delivering the M-ticket in human-readable form to the application itself, it also delivers a 2D barcode which can be read by a portable scanner carried by a guard or by a modified ticket gate, like this.
We're here launching a new mobile application for iPhone and most other mobile platforms. It's an app that does a number of things. It gives train times, it sells tickets. There are other apps that do those things. The crucial thing is it also fulfills tickets within the app, and that makes it truly revolutionary. What this app does is mean you can buy a ticket within the app. It'll then appear as a barcode in the app. You touch your phone on the gate. We've had special barcode readers fitted to our gates at key stations. The gate will open and you can make your journey. When you want to make another journey, you simply press the button and another barcode will appear within your app. So the whole thing of having to queue at ticket machine offices or go to use ticket machines or go online or phone the call centre, for the first time ever, that's done away with. You simply can buy a ticket and travel with it all within your mobile phone whenever you want to, wherever you want to. I mean, the key thing for us was making sure this is not just an app, this is an entire travel system. So that means making sure that you've got gates that are fitted with barcode readers, and means that you need to ensure that all the people a customer might come into contact with has a barcode reader, both on trains and at stations, and that barcode reader can read to a central database to understand what the ticket is that the passenger has bought. It means ensuring there's a revenue protection system in there. We've got to make sure that people have bought tickets without making it difficult for them to buy them. The other thing is there were no standards for this before. The rail industry is complicated, there are standards that define how things should be done, and those have existed for many decades. There were no standards for mobile applications because they didn't exist, so they had to be defined as the project went on.
We've got a real way to improve those journeys rather than people being frustrated by queues and etc. You never have a queue for your own phone. We're completely focused on doing that, but you can't do it just as one small tech company. It's so many people have to be involved, not only the regulators and the rail companies like Chiltern, but also the gate manufacturers who build all of these gates, who in this case are Cubic, who also do the Oyster system. We're also working with Origin, who do all the back-end clearing systems and payments and timetabling. And unless all of us work together, none of this ever will happen. But what we're seeing here today is the first launch of this new UK rail standard for mobile tickets. What we're going to see in the coming months is more and more rail companies enabling this. Enormous challenges. Basically, NFC, contactless payments on phones and contactless ticketing is the big hype. Everyone's expecting this to unify phones and payments and transport, but at the moment it doesn't exist, but also it's still a bit slow. We're using, to start with, barcodes, and initially barcodes were just not fast enough. A few phones would be really good, a few would be really rubbish. Only a few rubbish ones is enough to ruin it for everyone, because if you try and get through a gate and it doesn't scan, everyone runs into you, people get angry, people hate it. We had to work to develop a new standard for barcodes, which meant we could get them through the gate in about quarter of a second. That's the target speed for smart card, target speed for all transit products through the gates. Once we got that working on all these different phones, we then had to get the rail regulators on board and start to get the rail integrators to play as well. This isn't, many people have to work together, and if any one of those companies stonewalled this, it wouldn't work. So it's really great that here we have a project which has needed the rail regulators, Origin, Cubic transportation system, and bravery and investment of people like Chiltern, who have supported and pushed mobile ticketing and barcode ticketing for years now. Without them, none of this would have come true, and none of the other rail companies who are following in Chiltern's footsteps would be able to launch mobile products in the next few months. So after I've done a search, I can see times on one side and prices on the other side. And some people want to optimize for a certain time, other people want to optimize for price. So if I say, I really want to optimize for the cheapest price, I can see I can't go on that train. If I click on that price, it instantly selects for me the train that I'm allowed to go on. So I can say, great, I can get the £19.50 super off-peak. If instead though I decide I really want to go on this train, if I click on that train, it instantly takes me to the cheapest valid ticket that allows me on that train. It'll also give me details of any changes. This one's a direct train. Details of the tickets, if I have a look at those. That's a paper ticket that I have to collect. In this case, that's a mobile ticket. And allow me to make payments via credit card. So if I decide to book, you can see there's no extra booking fees. I can put in my credit card. These are the credit cards we take. So 4539, instantly knows that's a Visa card. I'll put this in, but I only have to put my credit card in the first time I use it. If I make subsequent purchases, I'll only put in the CVV code from the back of the card, and that's how I make my repeat purchases. Once I've actually got the tickets, I've got some here. I've got a human readable version of the ticket that I can read myself so I know what I've got, as well as show to a guard who doesn't have a scanner. But then if I do meet a guard with a scanner or a gate, I can then go to the barcode. In the future, with more NFC, and put exactly the same machine readable data in the NFC element, that really we're agnostic to. The important thing for the customer is the human readable ticket and the rest of the purchase experience, and something which will work on ancient devices like this, which are what people really have in their hands.
Chiltern partnered with systems integrator Atos Origin and developer Masabu.
We were the first train company in the country to launch fulfilment of tickets to barcode, both through mobile and print to home. So this style of fulfilment is not new to us. What's new is then being able to buy it through an app on mobile devices as well, and integrating the whole thing. So you've got one platform for everything. It's new to us, it's new to the entire British transport sector. It doesn't exist anywhere else. We're the first people to do it, and that is revolutionary. It will become the equivalent to Oyster for London. It is a technology that makes it so much easier to make train journeys. It'll, I'm sure, be adopted by other companies relatively soon. It'll make life hugely easier for passengers.
According to the railway, for the first time, passengers arriving at the station without a ticket will be able to get through the barrier within seconds, without needing to queue at ticket offices, contact a call centre or negotiate ticket machines. I'm James Middleton, reporting for Telecoms.com.